Mike Hamilton here, Lithia Toyota. Behind me I have a 2022 Toyota Avalon Touring Edition gas model. It's the end of an era for this model, as it's going to go away after 20 years. It's going to be replaced by an old badge that had been around in the past. Was the first model to ever come to the United States, 1958. It's called the Toyota Crown. Well, they're bringing it back and they're calling it a tall crossover sedan. I'll be right back. So I'm not sure about other markets, but as long as I've sold Toyota for 7 years, this has never been a big seller for us. Matter of fact, this is basically the Toyota version of the Lexus ES350, which sells phenomenally more units than this vehicle ever sold. I thought this model this year, the Touring Edition, looked more sporty, but again, being it's a Toyota, it is lacking some of the features and creature comforts and luxury that you would find in the Lexus brand. Not as quiet, not using the premium leathers and things that you'll find in the Lexus. But as far as the outside appearance, I thought this thing looked a little bit more sportier looking than you find the Lexus brand to be, just a little bit more vanilla. But there's just more features and better quality in those vehicles, and that's for a reason, because it's a premium vehicle. So Toyota purposely wasn't going to make this as premium as you could buy the Lexus, because they don't want to take away from their Lexus business. But I thought the rims on this were the best looking rims for Toyota had at the time this came out, somewhere around 2019. And then it has a pretty aggressive TNGA grille. You do get blind spot monitors, turn signal indicators on this one, LED lights, and you have the projection LED lights and an aggressive honeycomb grille on it. Again, this has got cameras all the way around. That's one of the 4 cameras on this one here. The lines on the hood and just the edges and things are more aggressive looking, and you'll see its bigger brother, the Lexus, that's still going to continue on. So if you really like this model in Toyota, again, you could go get this still as a Lexus in the ES350 line. This is not cheap, and I think this is one of the reasons why we didn't sell any, because I think people that are paying this kind of money for a sedan are looking at other brands and other models with a more premium badge and nameplate. You know, it's an Avalon Touring Edition. Does have the big engine on it. It's the 3.5 liter, 301 horsepower engine. It has some advanced safety package on it here. It has the special color, which is windshield pearl on this one here. And then you got some other stuff like carpeted mats and wheel locks. Part of this after destination, we're looking at $46,464. So not a cheap vehicle. So let's go ahead and we'll show you this here. It does have the locking with the touch here, so it has proximity key, and unlocking, you just grab the handle. And then when coming to the inside, you have like some suede finishes and then some soft tex materials like injection foam molding dash, and you got this really streamlined center console that works up to the infotainment screen here. Multi-range seats here with power lumbar support, just and then more of that suede, and then this is all heated ventilated front seats. Some faux carbon fiber look in here, and some nickel polish look, some piano black look is all over in the center console there. Moonroof sunroof is a standard on this one here. Again, this is Toyota's big sedan, so they're going to be making this tall crossovers, fastback, which will be a hybrid only, and I believe they'll be all-wheel drives. You got USB-A, USB-C, and heated seats back here, and then in the center console there's two USB-As and one USB-C. Armrest and cell phone holder, really thick, you know, trying to give this more of a premium feel to it. Again, they are built out of the same plant you would build the Lexus ES350 out of. Let's move to the back and grab the key out of my pocket. Again, you're badged out with Touring, and then you had the lights that go all the way across, which are pretty nice, and a little bit of a black rear spoiler to break up the look on here. Carpeted floor mats and cargo cover are in this thing here. And I don't know if it has remote start, so let's see if that does have remote start. Yes, we do. So they put remote start and doing sequential turn signals, as you see there. And this thing's quick. I'm going to take this for a quick test drive and do my rolling start to 70 miles an hour. Fuel tank is on the driver's side, and this is the big sedan here. So you're going to get a lot of space in here. So let me move that lock box out of the way, and then I can sit back here and show you the space. And the seats are really comfortable. So I have a good couple inches, and I had that seat way back for me. Again, air vents and power and heated seats, and then just giving you a look at front. And again, you got the moonroof sunroof on top. And let's go ahead and keep going to the front. Again, we're going to see blind spot monitors, turn signal indicators on here. And then we'll come to the inside and all the good stuff. We have our memory seats for two drivers, power windows, power mirrors, power locks, and then a lot of the extras on here: heated steering wheel, your bird's eye camera view, release for a gas door in the trunk, auto dimming high beam traction control off, your trip, I guess power telescopic steering is on this, nice sports steering wheel, same adjustability for a driver's seat with power lumbar, and then you get those nickel polished sports pedals down there. Really nice touch, and giving this thing a more premium sports feel to it. Let's go on ahead and get onto the inside here, and then at the end I'm going to go over what the new Crown is, and what the features they're going to be offering in this vehicle. You got the startup sequences here, big screens here. Again, all your buttons. I've gone over all this stuff. Let me turn that air down. It's kind of high. And then you do have also heads-up display is on here, so I can't see it with the camera, but it is there. So you do get your heads-up display that shows the miles per hour, your compass coordinates. Those things are on there. One of the bigger 10-inch infotainments, one of the larger ones for a sedan. That's got an integrated maps, but it also supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We do have our heated and ventilated front seats and all our air controls down here. And then on here we have the Qi wireless charging pad that's hidden by a door there. This is an 8-speed transmission that can be sequentially shifted. We do have our paddle shifters on here, and we have sport modes, brake hold and power e-brake. And then coming to the inside, I can't really get in there, but we do have two USB-As and a USB-C. We got auto dimming rear view mirror with garage door memory sets below that, and then we should have LED reading lights. We do. SOS, that's in every vehicle. I just call that OnStar for Toyota. And then we have vanity mirrors, but no LED lights on that level. So this has front cameras here, so 360 cameras. It also does backup cameras, and there's 3 different views, but this is the one that gives you the 360 degrees plus the backup camera on one of the largest screens, or the largest screen in the sedan class that Toyota offers at 10 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and go over what I know about the new Toyota Crown coming out in the end of the year or early next year, and then we're going to do this quick test drive on this. All right, I am back. So let's go over this. I have the notes here. So Toyota Crown will come in 3 grades. The base model's an XLE. There'll be a limited and a platinum. The limited platinums will get the projection quad beams on it. And then there's going to be 2 engines. Only the platinum will get what's known as a hybrid max, which would be a hot hybrid. So it's going to have about 340 horsepower, and then you have up to 21-inch wheels, 2-tone paint. The driver's infotainment screen will be 12.3 inches for the mid-grade and premium models, and then you'll have the center infotainment screen will also be 12.3 inches. And then you'll have customizable stuff on the driver's infotainment screen, which would be a first. Also, you'll have like where you could start the vehicle like a Tesla from your smartphone. Be the first Toyota to have that. Heated ventilated front seats is available. Heated rear seats. Then the limited and XLE will get a 38 miles mpg, 236 horsepower. Then we have Platinum will have 348 horsepower, 28 miles mpg, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Toyota's new software that's air updatable. The premium audio system will be 11 speaker system. Again, you'll have a smartphone that you could use as the entry key and starting key to the vehicle. Qi Wireless will be in this in a better location. And then the brand new Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. It'll be part of that, and bird's eye cameras will also be a part of this new Toyota Crown. Again, they're calling it a tall crossover hatch vehicle that has about 4 inches more clearance than a regular sedan off the ground, so it's going to be a bit higher off the ground. All right, let's go ahead and do the quick little test drive. I'll be right back. So these Avalons are just an absolute dream to drive. They're ride so nice and float over the bumps and just super quiet. And they're I hear no engine noise whatsoever in this, and barely hear any road noise in this thing. So just overall is one of the nicest riding and driving vehicles that Toyota builds. And again, you know, time for the new and out with the old. But again, if you really like this, it's really the big brother to this will be the Lexus ES350, which is the vehicle that sells a whole bunch more units than this thing ever sold. And again, I think it's a brand name nameplate thing that the customers that are in this class of vehicle, price-wise and sedans, aren't looking to Toyota as much as they're looking at other brands for a vehicle that they want to purchase. All right, let these cars get a little gap. So once we make this horseshoe here and hit the straightaway, so most of the cars hit it where this big pole is that says to Sacramento. So let's see how quick this one hits 70 miles an hour. Once we hit the straightaway, let's give it a go. Right there, 70 miles an hour. So that was a bit slower than I was expecting in this, but again, it's just heavier. So that V6 Camry beat that thing. So the V6 Camry's hit about 2 car lengths before that pole, but again, we're pushing more weight in this vehicle, and they may be tuned slightly different. So I did that in the TRD. So a little surprised that this wasn't as fast, but again, it's still pretty quick for what it is. And more of a luxury vehicle than it is a high performance car. So anyways, there you go with the test drive. And we're back. So a lot of manufacturers, General Motors, Ford, have gone away from building sedans for the most part, and are building crossovers. Toyota still feels The sedan market is a big market, and if you take all their models of sedans just for the US market alone, if you were in normal times, where they're selling in the millions. So there's a lot of people that are still wanting to buy a sedan. If you get the Corolla and the Camry and this Avalon, and then you take all the different sedan models that they build with Lexus. Again, that's a seven-figure number of vehicles sold per year in North America, and so Toyota is going to go ahead and continue on with the luxury sedan because they believe that people still want that, and the market is still showing with all the sales that that's true. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.